So, hello everybody, I am Professor Arnab Chanda. I am a associate professor with IIT Delhi and also a joint faculty with AIIMS Delhi. I am very excited to welcome you to this NPTEL course on mechanical characterization and modeling of tissues. So, very warm welcome to this course. Let us take a look. Okay. So, as far as the course contents are concerned, this is the first of its kind course which aims to introduce and educate students on the biomechanical properties of tissues. You are looking at skin, bone, all kinds of soft and hard tissues which you can see within the body from the head to toe. The techniques to study such tissue characteristics will be experimentally and computationally discussed in detail. The state of the art mechanical testing on cadaveric tissues will be presented. Also, the design and development of tissue mimics or simulants or artificial tissues, so to speak, will be described, which will be allowing mechanical testing in future to be conducted without any ethical or biosafety issues. Practical tools such as finite element modeling, which is widely known as FEM, and digital image correlation, which is known as the DIC, will be introduced, and detailed case studies will be presented to investigate global and local tissue mechanics, right. So, linear and nonlinear characterization techniques will be presented for modeling of tissue properties and their reproducible use worldwide. Tissue injury and failure and medical device and tissue interaction for modeling of tissue properties and their different kinds of in a wide range of applications will be presented over different kinds of case studies and interactions, like will be all discussed in detail. The knowledge will be valuable for biotech and biomedical graduates, doctors, medical device manufacturers, biomaterials and biosciences researchers. As I have introduced myself, I am the course coordinator. So, I am Professor Arnab Chanda again, like on the right side. So, I am associated jointly with the Center for Biomedical Engineering at IIT Delhi and also the Department of Biomedical Engineering at AIIMS Delhi. All right. So, if you look at the broad course outline, so these are the different components which will be taught in detail, and the picture on the right side kind of gives us a snapshot of what the details will look like. From a summary standpoint, you will be looking at introduction to tissues, a review of major tissues and their properties. We will be looking at biomechanical testing methods such as all sorts of in vivo and ex vivo tests. We will be looking at test protocols for soft tissues as well as hard tissues, and also their linear and nonlinear mechanical characterization, right. Mechanical testing with cadaveric tissues will be a very interesting area to explore, because that is considered to be the gold standard of tissue testing, right. Then we also switch gears and dive into tissue simulants and artificial tissues and how to develop them from scratch and how are they really useful in the current economy. And then we introduce you to finite element modeling, and we discuss a few lectures on basically diving into how to create a finite element model and how this is all connected to tissues, and you can look at very complex properties of tissues like through FEM. Then we also introduce you to DIC, which is the digital image correlation, which is serving as a bridge between experimental modeling and computational modeling to make sure that we are able to validate our computational models. We also look at all sorts of characterization techniques, tissue degradation, failure models, and we also focus our attention on many interaction based case studies which are focused on interaction of tissues with medical devices, with prosthetics, with orthotics. So, across different length and breadth in the healthcare technologies, like wherever there is a interaction with the tissue, we are looking at all those. So, having said that, we have come up with a reference book for the same which is known as Mechanical Properties of Human Tissues, which will give us all the contents which will be covered during this course. So, very much looking forward to welcoming you all to this course, and we hope you are part of the journey. Thank you very much.